Ooh.
All right, we're good?
Woke up.
Recording? Hey guys, my name's Shiv.
My name's MJ.
I'm Sophia.
We're the Second Take podcast.
That's staying in. That's staying in.
What the fuck?
That's
Do you want us to take over or like?
yeah, you want us to just talk?
What's up, everyone? It's Shiv,
I'm MJ.
I'm Sophia.
and we're the Second Take podcast. This is gonna kind of replace our intro. We filmed the whole intro
was shit.
episode, and it was terrible.
It was really bad.
and we were just yapping things that we didn't mean. We said a lot of bad things.
We're scrapping
Honestly, I didn't watch it, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
You don't
back
need to
and
watch it.
and
It's
realize
fine.
that
It's
shit
okay.
It
You
was
don't
just
know.
so bad, and like
Yeah.
if it's salvageable, we'll figure it out. But this is just gonna go right in between, or right in front of. The
Anyways,
episode
we're
that we
starting a
dropped.
podcast. This is our podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
And
It's called the
that's it.
Second Take
And-
Podcast, by the way.
Yep, and you'll see the first episode now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Bye.
All right.
Start.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Second Take podcast. My name's Shiv,
My name's MJ.
My name's Sophia.
and today we're recording our second ever episode. I'm not
So-
going to be saying that before
Two.
every episode, but we're excited. Today's episode's all going to be all about university life. As you guys know, I'm a university student. He's a university student, and she's a university student. We go to 3 different universities, and it's been hard. Sorry, 2 different.
Two different.
Me and MJ go to the same school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the outlier.
Yeah.
But
Different programs, basically.
different programs.
It's
Same
different vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been kind of a good 4 years, a cool journey. It's been very, very tough to navigate, ups and downs. It's been fun though.
Yeah.
I will say, like the 4 or 5 years of
Good
university.
question. It's been fun though.
Yeah, come on, it's a question. It has to
It
be a
is.
question.
It is.
We think
Lots
Ups and downs.
Yeah.
A lot of ups and downs, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, it's been good. I just burped. Sorry. But
Man.
one of the biggest things, like I think, for me about university is it's shaped me to be who I am today. I'll definitely say that. I'm not someone who peaked in high school. I don't think, at least, and I feel like university has kind of like shaped me to be who I am. I've grown a lot as a person, as a friend, as someone a part of a family, and it's definitely the beginning of my journey as like myself. But that's what university is kind of to me.
For sure. I mean, like it was a jump and a half from high school to university, and now that it's like almost all of us are nearing the end of our journey. It's like absolutely insane. It feels like time
like a fever
time
dream.
flew like so fast. But yeah, as you said, like it's been a crazy journey.
Yeah.
A lot of stress, a lot of fun,
Yeah.
a lot of hype.
It's
And a
almost
lot-
like
like a lot of new friends, you know, and a lot of
Yeah.
new people that we saw.
It's almost like I can't say it's been like completely positive or completely negative.
Exactly, but like it's
Like-
been an experience that has
It's been such an emulation
Shape-
of
It's
life,
both.
in my
yeah,
opinion.
it's shaped our lives, as you said. Like it's gonna be there
What's it
forever.
been to you? Just like a little bit of.
I don't even. I'm just like I just finished 3rd year, so
Oh, true.
I was just thinking about the fact that I don't know what I want to do with my life, and I was
Yeah.
thinking about how the 3 years flew by so fast. And I remember when I ended high school, I was like, I'm not gonna miss this. Like it's so,
Yeah.
you know, all that. But now I think about high school, and I'm like, oh, like I wish I cherish those moments a bit more.
Of course.
Anyway, I just remember it flew by so fast, and this feels the same way, and it's
Yeah.
so weird to be like, it's been 3 years of my life. and
Something
it
I
doesn't
ki-
feel like that.
Yeah,
at all.
I kind of envy from that though. Is like you're like not on the cusp of that. Like it's over and.
No, I need to figure out what I'm doing in my life in
Yeah.
the next 3 months, or I'm done.
But like think about us. Like we're like we've got a year left,
Yeah.
and like it's kind of to me like everything's thrown in my face right now. Oh yeah, I keep
We-
forgetting.
both
Yeah,
have a year
it's
left.
all the same. Like,
MJ has
yeah.
another.
I'm
Get it.
He's
probably
the
have
one,
the most. I
He's
have
the one
most.
maybe
Yeah,
who
yeah.
With
you're
the
talking
co-op
to
and
right now.
everything,
Yeah.
so,
There's just like just that cusp of like it's almost all over.
Yeah.
It's throwing me the fuck off.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like,
no,
what
for
to do
sure.
after that?
It's like
Like I know I have a friend Brayden
like
who
I-
relates to that quite a bit.
it's like it almost feels like, oh, I just got here. You know, like what am I doing leaving
Yeah.
so soon, right? But I feel like the experiences are not meant to be for a long time.
Yeah.
It's meant to be
It's-
short and sweet and
Yeah.
full of challenges.
Such an embodiment of like here for a good time. not a long time.
No,
I
for
think
sure.
about-
Exactly. That's exactly what it
Insane
is.
embodiment.
When I think about
sure.
university, I think about walking on like a literally just walking on solid ground and it ends and it's just a cliff. And you like if you have no plan after that, that's how it feels, you know?
That's
And that's
true.
what we're just nearing. We're
That's
just
true.
we're just
But I also
getting
don't think you're like
there.
you're expected to. You
gotta build a bridge.
plan. You know, like you're
You
not
gotta build a
expected to
bridge.
have a plan at the age of 22.
No, exactly.
You know, like you shouldn't be.
But I'm saying when you have
Yeah.
not
No, but I'm
a
saying,
single
like, there's-
plan,
there's
that's
so
how
much.
it feels.
There's so much we haven't experienced
Yeah.
Yes.
in life that like, if you have a plan now, you might not get a chance to experience those things.
No, I
right?
know.
And like obviously, before that comes like financials and things you got to sort out before
That's the
you
cliff I'm
before you
talking
go
about.
before you have those plans. But at the same time, like, you know, you want to experience more than just a job
Yeah.
before
No,
you
yeah.
get into the,
Like-
the corporate world.
Such a big thing of university and college life is that it's that people seem to take it as if it's all life.
Yeah.
Like people forget that you have like 50 years left of your life, but it's
Yeah.
it's because university just engulfs you. Like it's
Yeah,
such
it really does.
it's such a kind of its own bubble, and it's really crazy. And I think I'm grateful that I got to experience it. To put some things into perspective, I moved out for university. I live like an hour and a half away from home than where these guys are, and my first year was in COVID, and we all know what COVID was, but my first year was completely engulfed by COVID. So like I didn't do anything that a regular college kid would do moving out.
But you were.
But then moreover,
Yeah, I was in
like
dorms.
on the contrary though, it's like think of how like we had our first year,
Yeah.
Yeah.
mostly in
Online.
online.
Yeah.
MJ and I were fully online, and we
weren't-
both stayed
yeah,
home.
we
for
weren't allowed
university.
to go on
Go out,
campus.
yeah.
Campus was locked, closed.
I guess,
like
yeah.
you know. So like
We
at
couldn't
the
meet
start, it was like
anybody.
okay, you know, the people that are away. At least you had like the people in your dorm. You made new friends.
Oh,
off rip.
100%,
You know,
yeah.
like, and that's a great experience for you. I feel like a lot of the time looking back, I'm thinking, oh, what if I had that? Like, what if I moved away?
Yeah.
But like,
We talk about that.
me personally, I'm not. I always wanted to stay home.
Yeah, I remember.
always
that
like,
was
I-
always your plan. Yeah.
Yeah, my plan was never to go
Leave.
away. I think I had that embedded in my head like all throughout high school. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, that's fine. But at the same time, having to stay in my room and do
Oh, it was
online classes
awful.
for,
Oh, yeah.
for like the first semester or
Yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
was just
I think out of COVID first years or COVID university beginnings, I will say like as shitty as mine was, I definitely didn't have the worst. Like I met friends, I lived with friends, I lived in a dorm room or a dorm full of friends. I was always on campus. I could move around campus. I had to go eat off campus type things.
Right.
So I had that experience, and you guys had to stay like home in your rooms. Like it was so hard to network, which
Yeah.
I completely
Exactly.
understand.
You saying you didn't get any of the stuff? I was like, boy.
But it's like you have to
stop.
understand. Like I was going into it with such high.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
no,
true.
that's true.
But
That's true.
also,
Yeah.
That is true.
like, when I look back, one of my biggest regrets is not going. But
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
also like you, where
Yeah.
I didn't want to go away. I always thought I was gonna stay. I didn't think it made sense for me to go because I was
Yeah.
like, I can stay home with my
But
mom and
but like
free food and
you
all
saw
that.
you saw those.
But I s-
like, you
but-
saw people.
Being held
abroad.
up after
Or not abroad.
quarantine, like 2020, because you
Yeah.
guys started. Did you start your first year in
Yeah,
2021?
2020.
I was 2021.
September 2020.
So it was after it was after the initial year of COVID,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was still everything was fully online.
It was- yeah.
You only met people through Instagram and things like
Yeah.
that,
yeah. It was
or
just
Zoom.
Like, it was the
WhatsApp.
Instagram like on Zoom chat. It was
Yeah,
like, oh,
this is my Instagram. Someone make a
let's
WhatsApp chat. Let's make a
group
link.
chat or something. like that.
Discord.
But I think
That's
about
how I
all the
met my
time.
friend.
Who's got the Discord for this class?
Yeah.
I
need
think
a
about it all
test
the
bank.
time
It was
when I
so-
go back.
yeah.
I wish I could tell my old self to just do it and move out because the experiences that all my friends have had they're invaluable experiences. I think.
For sure.
I don't
For
think
sure.
you can get that.
I do
anywhere else.
feel though, if our first year was in person, we would have had
I agree.
so much. Like our experience would have been totally
I
different.
completely agree.
And like for the better, but also like I'm not mad about how my university experience is going right now.
Yeah.
I love my friends that I made at university. All my friends that like if we didn't have that online, like that's where the group chat started, and then we met each other in person, and then it blew up from there, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like had that not happened, who knows what my life would be like right now, you know? So I'm appreciative of how it planned out or how it ended up, and how I was able to like overcome the trials that like was set in front of me.
Yeah, it's been a crazy 4 years. I think we've all had such unique experiences. I think that's what we're gonna delve into today.
For sure.
We're gonna see how different it's been.
Yeah,
And like everyone relates to one of us in some ways. What I'm gonna see at the end of this.
for sure.
So, building off of that, I'm gonna ask my first question. So how do you think, like, over the past 4 years, 3 years, your social life has changed in terms of like adapting to university or going from high school to university? Like, what's changed about your social life, or what's grown? Like, how have you grown one?
Want to go first?
Yeah, go.
I honestly, most of the people in my life right now, I think, came from university, and not actually my school. Just people I met while I was in university. But a lot of my friends I didn't meet through school, but just more so during that time of my life. But during first year, I made a bunch of friends online, and then we just kind of see each other around my program. Everyone is in the same classes all the time, so we see each other 24/7. But I didn't really make friends with any of them, and a lot of them aren't just my type of people.
No, that's fair.
I feel in the way you appreciate your experience, I don't feel the same way.
Right.
I do, like, I'm grateful for it, and I've learned from it, but I don't care for it as much as I think you do.
Yeah, no, of course.
And I feel like I miss that part of the college experience, but I do have a good group of friends now. It's just a little trio of us, and I love them. But other than that, I feel that part of my university experience was kind of low, to be honest. At least making friends, especially at my school, I don't feel very inclined to join groups and things like that.
Nah, no,
and they don't really make it easy to do so
not
either.
Easy. It's not easy.
It's
at all.
not.
It's
And
a little
also
bit-
like parties and
you
things like
gotta
that.
go out your way.
Yeah,
to kinda-
it's really on you to do those things, and I have anxiety. I don't do
and
like
yeah, we
things
don't
like that
we
often
don't go
alone.
to a party school, so it's
It's really dead in that kind of
Department,
area.
yeah.
Yeah, so making friends in that way is also not easy.
yeah.
But I don't know. I've never been the type of person to go out and do things on my own without my friends, and my friends aren't the people who want to go do those things. So I kind of just get stuck in this like, well, this is what we're doing here.
Yeah.
But other than that, outside of school, I found a bunch of great friends. Like here, you guys all met outside of school, but during my time at university. But yeah, I mean, I made a couple good friends, lost a couple good friends.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Kind of goes that way, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So somewhat
A little here and there.
Here and there.
little
here and
good
there
bad.
for social
Again,
life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like high lows.
High lows,
you know?
yeah.
You go ahead.
I think for me it's a completely different. I was kind of blindsided by how I was during the first year, during my first year, because I tell my university friends this all the time. I was a social butterfly in high school. Shiv can attest to this. Like we were everywhere. Like we loved talking. We loved being involved. We were involved in everything, sports, plays, whatever. But when COVID rolled around and we had to be online for school, I found myself like going into classes on Zoom and being like, wow, I don't fuck with these people. Like I don't want to be here. I do not fuck with these people. And like I think it messed with my mental in the sense that like I went from it's like going from extremely hot to extremely cold. It's like night and day, right? So like I didn't have that same feeling, and I feel like my social life and my personal like life kind of went down in the sense where I felt a little bit more introverted than the typical extrovert
I feel
self
the exact
that I
same
am,
way. I
right?
feel the exact same way.
So like it was definitely a learning curve, and I had to find a way to break out of that. Thankfully, I do have a group of friends that are very social in university, so they really helped kind of get me back to where I was before, because I loved being super social and everything. Like I loved going out of my way to talk to somebody. And even now, like I don't think I'm as social as I used to be, right? So like that kind of it kind of shifted my thing where I'm at a balance. I'm still very extroverted.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times now I won't go out of my way to talk to somebody, or I get a little bit nervous.
I'm the same.
I never used to be nervous when I talk to people, but now I get a little bit nervous when I'm talking to somebody for the first time, right? So it's definitely different, but I kind of like where I'm at. You know,
Yeah.
it's a good balance.
I think your inclination to like stick to who you're comfortable with and like your friend group. Like obviously there's SBL and then obviously there's your friends, your school friends.
Right.
Your inclination to stick to them, like I think personally, like for me, obviously I think I relate to that a lot, but it sticks to my like growth and like sort of just like in simplicity, like aging of a person.
Yeah, of course.
I am like when I get into it, yeah, but like I'm so not inclined to like go out of my way to like speak to new people. And I always tell this to like my roommates. I'm like, I don't feel like I need more friends.
Right.
I feel like I have such a good amount right now, and like all of my like sort of attention and love and like everything is already spread to each of them.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that. But like I've also noticed that's like definitely decreased my sort of approachability. And like that's something I always especially when it comes to work or like wherever I've worked, I've always known like when I need to, I'm very approachable and friendly and like I can put that face on. But in my day-to-day life, I know that's definitely decreased it. Like I think I've become more of kind of like a cold person to see until you get to know them type.
Okay, yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's like just wait.
Yeah.
Give
Break
it
that
time.
wall.
And
Yeah,
get
exactly.
to know them and you'll love
Yeah.
it type of thing.
Yeah.
No, I agree. But I think like going back to what I was saying in terms of how I am now, I think it also relates to how I saw you and how I saw my girlfriend when because she went to a school away as well, and she was with all sorts of friends. She had roommates, right? So like seeing that, it wasn't, I wouldn't say resentment because I hate that word. I don't resent any of you guys for having that experience, right? Because you can't control that, and I can't control what happened to me. It was more so just like, wow, I envy.
I envy
I
them.
envy.
Envy's the word,
like
yeah.
this is what I had planned for myself as well.
Yeah,
but it's not.
It was
Here
we
yet.
were
Like,
robbed.
I have to wait for my chance.
We were robbed.
Right?
Yeah.
I get that.
So it was
completely,
a little like it was a little crazy seeing the people closest to me have that experience and me not get that same experience with my school. So that was a little bit of a challenge at first, but thank God it was
Yeah.
I get it, yeah.
you know.
I think COVID was really like
Yeah. We could blame
we
a
were
whole
robbed,
lot on COVID.
but
We could
also
blame a whole
you're
lot on COVID.
introverted. Like, I felt the exact same way, but because for me it was really because of COVID. Like
Yeah.
grade 12 for me was when it hit.
Right.
So, or no, sorry, grade 11.
Yeah.
Grade 11 was when it hit, but I spent the last half of my high school experience
Right.
online or in,
Yeah.
I mean, like
hybrid.
all of
and-
us, we all had no prom, right? Like,
Yeah.
no prom, no schools.
pretty
and stuff
much.
Like that.
So, but I remember that was when my like anxiety started, and I used to be such a social butterfly, but I didn't like the spotlight on the stage type thing like you guys did. But I did like,
Just like
I like
being-
to be the entertainer in
Yeah,
the room. I
sure.
like to be in a smaller setting, but I was always an extrovert. I always wanted to go to parties and meet people and do things and talk to anybody really who was willing to listen. And then
Of course.
when COVID hit, it was like, maybe I'll wait till you talk to me, but I'll talk to you. But
Yeah.
you need
No,
to.
exactly.
I'm real. Even now, I'm real bad at making plans to go out to meet people and things like that. But if you invite me, I'll come and
Yeah,
I will,
for
and
sure.
I'll
I'm
have
down-
the best
I'm
time
down
ever.
for everything,
But I'll
but
probably
I'm not
have
started.
a little bit of a, nerves before that. But I know I'll have a good time and it'll be fine. But
Yeah.
for me, that made it harder in university too,
For sure.
especially because it's online. You have to go to your way to make friends with people, and then once you're on campus, there's already all these friend groups. You have to go make it your own effort to
exactly,
go there.
Exactly. One thing that's very hard is like when we ended up going in person, my friend group that I was in, or like I wasn't in a friend group yet. It was more so this one guy that like got everybody together
Got
and
it.
created a friend group, but they were already in a room, and then I came into that room and I thought they knew each other for like the longest time. So I was
Yeah,
like,
you
oh,
got that
shit,
nerves
like,
of
I'm
coming in a new
yeah,
group.
I'm gonna be like, always the outlier in this group because these guys all know each other. Turns out they didn't know each other. They were just very social like I used to be.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, once I found that out, I was like, wow, like why am I not like that anymore? Let me be like that,
Yeah.
And that's how it came to be.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think you guys have like kind of similar like social life growths and like social life changes. I think I'm like maybe on a different spectrum than you guys.
Yeah.
So like I guess moving out in first year.
That's
I
always
was-
what you wanted. That's
yeah. So yeah, when you look at the opposite of like how we like have differing opinions, like
yeah.
I've always known you were gonna stay home, and I've always known I was gonna leave. type
Yeah,
thing.
it's how it was gonna
Yeah.
end up being.
So moving out, I was so nervous moving out. Like I didn't know if I was gonna make any friends. Like I was so used to the guys at home.
Yeah.
I was like fully like I was like okay, like Bray was 5-minute walk for me, so like that was fine. I was like I'll see him every night, and like I was so okay to accept like not making friends, and I didn't really care. But like immediate change as soon as I moved in. I like introduced myself to the first person, or they introduced themselves to me, and then the next night and like the weeks to come, it was constant hanging out with the people that I could. And like as much as COVID I think ruined my first year, it also like completely made it. And like I wouldn't have had the friends that I'm still close with to this day 4 years later through res. I wouldn't have them if it wasn't for COVID. Like I wouldn't have been as tight. We wouldn't have gone through what we had gone through in the first year. Like my second semester of first year, I moved out. Like I moved into an apartment, and I moved with like 3 new guys. 1 guy from home, but 3 new guys. And that was a whole like I got a jump start on that experience of like moving into an apartment, and like I got to know what it was like living with people that are new that I haven't known for a while.
For sure.
I think when I moved out, I became so much more social than I was in high school.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like
I remember we were dropping most of the guys off at the school, and I remember you were already there.
Yeah.
All of the guys came.
Oh, yeah.
to drop everybody
One of my
off,
favorite
right?
times.
And we see Shiv. I don't know if you know this. We see Shiv.
No, I don't know it.
He comes to see us as we're dropping them off at the res, and this guy's like, "Oh yeah, buddy on Albert over there, like buddy on like on this street," and he's acting like we know the streets, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Shiv,
That's how we. Yeah.
what the
It felt
fuck are
so
you talking
like
about?
yeah.
Like this guy, it felt like he was already like
Home.
It was home.
yeah, he was already there.
It
Like
was
he was
there.
already like known in the city. Like
Yeah.
you know,
That's
like,
so
it's-
funny because one thing about Shiv too is he'll always talk about people and places like you know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
he'll be like,
And I'm
he'll be like,
like,
it's
"Yeah, bro,
over
what
on
are you
that street,
talking
and I'm like,
about?"
I've never been here in my life. I
Yeah.
don't know
Yeah.
why you think I
Yeah.
would know that. Or
Literally.
he'll like say people's names and I'm like, who's that? He's like, oh, it's this person's mom, and I'm like, why would I know that? Like, why would I know what you're
That's,
talking?
that's
No,
exactly how it
But
was.
that's like those are home for him, so he
Yeah.
just talks
no,
about it like
was
that.
it was
It's-
it literally. I
Yeah.
think for you, like obviously you had the nerves before, but I think from my perspective at least, you blended in perfectly.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
as soon as you got there, you knew how to handle it.
Yeah.
And you knew how to, make do with with your situation.
I learned to network really quick. Like
Yeah.
almost basically like if I'm being real, like the second night almost.
I feel
'Cause
like
what
that's what,
hap-
you have to do in a school abroad.
What ha- yeah,
A
like-
school
social
away,
interaction. Too.
What happened in university is that like especially COVID first year is the next night we just like our party was walking the street. Like our party was walking around and like people drinking and having fun and like
And meeting people on. the
yeah,
street.
and we met people on the street. Like I met everyone that I know now on the street. And
See, in our city, that would sound like you're just meeting
You just
crackheads.
you can't do that.
I met people on the street. Yeah,
Yeah.
I met,
We
I
If
met
you- and-
we used to
some
call them
you
bush
know,
parties.
random
We
crack-
called them bush parties, and like
bush party.
they weren't really a bush party, but like we called them like bush
Fuck
parties.
the
Like,
dons for real.
yeah,
Fuck the dons.
But yeah, so my first year, and my first year, my second and my third, I think through my second and my third, I did a terrible job of like keeping that network going and like keeping up with friends that I made, because as soon as second and third year rolled around, I had more home friends come to like where I was living, and I lived with them, and I kind of completely forgot about the friends that I made in first year.
Yeah,
And,
I
like,
mean,
spent so much time with these people
that's
from home.
Yeah, that's what it is, right? It's like you're never expected to keep the same people
Yeah.
that you have. I think a lot of us are lucky to
Yeah.
have like what we have as a friend group right now.
Yeah.
Our high school friends all being together for the longest time and still not having any problems between us.
Yeah.
Like that's a special thing.
Yeah.
But not everybody has that, and most people don't.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
especially through university, people come, people leave. People come, people leave. People come, people stay, and then people come, people leave again.
Yeah.
It's just how it goes. That's the cycle of friendships and relationships
Yep.
in university.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. So like I think that's something I got blessed with, is that I had a really tight friend group from home, but that also affected how I made friends where I was for school. And like this past year, I've definitely done a better job of like keeping up those friendships of like those new people that I met 4 years ago. But I'm finding the balance right now, and I'm loving the balance right now. Like I tell the guys all the time how much I love that like friends I made 4 years ago are gelling with friends I've had for 10 years.
Yeah, the crossover.
And it is beautiful. It's amazing. I think my social life has been such a plus for me. Like I think that's where I like differ from you guys. I've had the greatest social time the past 4 years, which probably translates to my school, to be honest. Quick
Explain something.
super quick like life lesson. Like the best life lesson you've learned throughout university. I'll start.
Yeah, go.
For me, it's been when it comes to like dating and like girls and relationships and like just love life. I've learned that I need to like learn to like be good with myself and like be an individual first, and like I need to enjoy being that individual, and I have to enjoy being single at the end of the day. Like I gotta like being single. And as much as I consider myself a boyfriend person, like I think that's who I am, I have really enjoyed being single. But I'm sure you know that flip flops all the time. But like in the grand scheme of things, I think being single, I've learned so much, especially through relationships. I've learned so much that like I enjoy being single. Like I like.
Check in tomorrow. He'll say he hates being
Yeah,
single.
wait till next week. I swear he'll be back on the relationship train.
But yeah, like I am a lover boy. Like I definitely am a lover boy. But like
We know.
I enjoy the single life too. But yeah, I think that's what I've learned is like how I deal with women and how I deal with relationships. And that is gonna be a huge topics on this podcast.
Oh yeah, we're
So
gonna
excited.
we're gonna get.
We're gonna dive. We're gonna take a deep
You'll
dive.
you'll learn a bit about Shiv about
All right,
that.
your turn. Life lesson.
No, MJ go.
Okay.
Oh, me? Okay. I think the biggest thing I can take from my university experience in terms of lessons is, man, my program, the genuine stereotype around the program is that, you know, everybody's in their books, everybody's so competitive, and nobody wants to help anybody, right? I learned quickly that that's not the case, and it's better that it's not the case. People want to help each other. People want to, you know, they want to see everybody come up the same way, right? Maybe that's just my school. Maybe that's, you know, just my program, right? But I think I've seen a very different side of what people perceive my program to be. So it's been good for me that way. But I also think the biggest lesson that I've taken is like managing my time. Like the stress of my program has been a big thing for me because I've never, in high school, nothing was stressful to me. I was like, okay, you know, I do this, I
Mr.
move
Smart
on,
guy,
you
yeah,
know,
but
it goes whatever. You know, everything was whatever to me. I think I learned real quickly to take a lot of things more seriously.
Yeah.
And but at the same time, one major thing is I can never not have fun with what I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
Like I think that was one thing that I needed to keep, is something like I need to still go out, still have a good time, while keeping that balance of being in school. Because I think that had I not had that balance, I don't know where I would be. I think I would be, my hair would be gone, I would be bald right now, and just, you know, not in the best airspace.
Yeah.
You know?
My biggest lesson I think is don't be afraid to try new things, and kind of piggybacking off of what I said earlier, like I wish I just was brave enough to go away for school and or talk to people or say more things on Zoom in the group chats and things like that. And I think that could have changed a lot of things for me. Or I wish I was, you know, willing to go join a club. Right. There's no clubs at our school. Anyways, just things like that. I just wish I had more guts to do those things. And
Yeah.
I want to start doing that more often. But I think that's the biggest thing I've taken from reflecting on the experience so far.
Makes sense.
All right. Well, looking at time right now, we could talk about this for a while. So I think like we can definitely delve more into this college life, university life topic. But I'm gonna call it with a
Bookmark for now.
yeah. I'm gonna little like quick, like rapid fire. I'm gonna give either of you, we're gonna play a little game. I'm gonna give either of you like most likely to be someone university life type of thing, most likely to, and then you gotta do it for both of us. You gotta do it for both of us.
Okay.
Okay.
So for you, I would say most likely to.
You're saying what I
yeah,
would
like
do.
just like off the
Oh, I
top
thought
of
you
my
were
head.
gonna rip one and we had to say
No.
who's who. Okay, go.
No. Like for me, for you, like most likely to go viral and be called out in like campus, like on campus.
Guys, this is ridiculous. I don't
Like
know why.
you definitely would be.
Okay, first of all,
I feel like people will walk around
I'm not
saying like,
famous.
"Oh, she's
I
the
don't know why he's going
viral."
around saying
I'm not saying she's famous. I'm just saying like if a clip went viral, your whole school would know type of thing.
I feel like
And
okay.
you? I mean, I feel like for you, there's like, it's literally just like, most likely to be mistaken as like the football QB or some shit. Bro.
Yeah, yo, I
No,
agree.
Like
I
walking
agree.
around on campus.
First of all, our school doesn't even have a football team.
Yeah, we're
That's
so
an L.
lame.
That's an L.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, okay. I like that. That's cool.
You want to go or him next?
You go.
I got mine. So
I don't have it.
for Shiv, it's definitely most likely to be walking in the hallway with him and he's dapping up at least 100 mans.
Yeah.
That's Shiv.
Yeah.
Most
I've been
likely
told
to.
quite a bit.
That's
And then for Sophia, I think you're most likely to go to your lecture and cut straight home.
Oh, yeah.
I do that.
Literally
You're
that.
not dilly-dallying.
No, I
you're
always
going
do that.
straight home.
That's
It's
me.
literally that.
I get.
That's fair.
If you catch me on campus and you're trying to get in my class before I'm out, I'm pissed
sorry,
off at
sorry,
you.
I'm gone.
I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like if people try to get in the elevator before I'm out, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so I could talk about this for a whole episode. I swear to God.
Yeah.
That's my biggest pet peeve. For Shiv, I think you're the most likely for everyone to be like, oh, I went to school with that guy, because they'll see you places, you know, and they'll be like, I went to school with that guy,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll know you. I don't know about for you. I feel like I have to think about this one a bit more.
That's fair.
You're most likely to stick around after class.
I am.
And you would
I do.
sit in the hallway and you would chat.
Yo,
You would
most
chat
likely to
for
stick around
a
after
while.
classes.
For my-
You're the guy who, like, you know, after high school, everyone would sit in the parking lot and talk for a while, like
Oh, yeah.
that. But in uni, you
Oh
do
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I did it in high
For
school
sure.
too.
I did it in high
think-
school, but in uni, I couldn't get out there faster.
No, that's
I
fair.
couldn't.
No, that makes sense. All right. Well,
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna sign us out pretty quick. That's been the episode. We hope you enjoyed. We know it was a bit long. We were trying to keep it down, but
we just
didn't.
talk.
But we'll try. We'll get better at that. I hope you guys enjoyed. I want you guys to share. If you guys want to promo this, please do. If you're friends, send it to anyone you know.
Thumbs up.
If you enjoyed, let us know. If you have any critique, DM me privately. Do not be posting in the comments some negative ass shit.
Okay, don't be crazy.
But yeah, that was the Second Take podcast. My name's Shiv.
My name's MJ.
My name's Sophia.
And here's to glory and fame. Peace out.
And all the same.
Cheers.
All right.
All right.